Welcome to Art Business with Ness. I'm Ness and I'm a professional illustrator. Today I have a very special guest. One of my Art Business Bootcamp students, Anna, is here with me today to talk about her career and her experiences with the course. The Level 2 course is coming back very soon on May 15th, and I cannot wait to welcome in new students and help you achieve all of your career goals. There will also be a $50 off coupon just for the first 5 days after the doors open, so make sure to sign up to the waiting list if you want to be notified for that. I'll leave the link in the description below. So let's jump right into it and see what Anna has to say. Hi Anna, thank you so much for joining me.
My pleasure.
All right, so first, can you tell us a little bit about what kind of artwork you do?
Yeah, sure. I started freelancing last year. It all started with finishing my degree at uni, and I was like, where should I go? Because I studied literature and this is not where I wanted to go. So I decided to just go for it. And I used like this strange gap year 2020 to just hone in on my skills and started to do freelance at the beginning of 2021. And I did a lot of like the typical mistakes, but I did like a comic for a year with a small indie publisher and 1-2 book deals, like small spot illustration and one bigger one where I did like the chapter illustration. And this made me realize that I would really like to pursue the whole book illustration and editorial side of art.
Right. So right now you're focusing on editorial and publishing.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely. I saw your portfolio earlier and you have some wonderful work.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're awesome. So you've done a few little contracts before you joined the bootcamp, but you wanted to kind of level up a bit. Awesome.
Absolutely.
So
I was like always like getting clients passively. So, and I realized with passive clients that they usually tend to have a very small budget. And I was like, is this it? It's like, is this how illustrators make their money? Like barely scraping by. And so I was like, I need to do something. So this was my point where I stumbled across your course.
Okay, so I wanted to know, that was my next question actually, what kind of things you were struggling with before you joined the bootcamp? So budget was one. Was there any other struggles that you were experiencing at that time?
Absolutely. I struggled with like, where do we find those people? Like, who's responsible?
Where are they?
Yeah, you're right. So I was like, because there's absolutely nobody out there who's telling you stuff. You always have to go find like on this journey and like, where do you find clients? Then you Google stuff and find blogs or just YouTube videos. I found your channel doing research. So it's like, is this forest of opportunities, but you have to like walk through it and make your way. So I struggled with finding the right people and getting my work out there, and just the overall, okay, I have portfolio, what do I do now? What's the next step? I was really like going back and forth with what should I do? Where should I go? Should I talk to people? Do I need network? All of this stuff.
Because you're one of our students who didn't do the level 1 because you already had a portfolio, so you were ready to join right at the level 2, and so that's what you did, correct?
Absolutely.
Right. I love your metaphor about it being like a forest, like a jungle, because there's just so much noise nowadays. There's more opportunities than ever, but more competition than ever as well. And there's more information about how to start than ever, but then also a lot of contradicting information. So it's very difficult to navigate.
Absolutely, especially because most of like content creators usually focus on grow like your social media and your TikTok, your Instagram, and then you're trying to pursue this, and it's extremely time consuming, and the growth is very painfully slow. So I was like, do I need to wait another 10 years before I really start earning money, or what's happening here?
Yeah, most of the advice that we see online is focus on social media and passive. But as you know, in the course, we focus on active methods. Did this suit your personality better?
Absolutely. I'm like always like, when I'm somewhere, I'm meeting people, I'm going, I have no like barrier, because I realized most of the people, when you're like at the gathering or something, most of the people try to meet another person and they're just a little afraid. So it's easier to just go and ask them how they're doing. So it really started to, when I started to do the whole network method, I really liked it, because it's like a one-on-one. People are answering. You have like communication. So it's really nice.
Have you started sending queries so far?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did.
Have you received some replies?
Yeah, I have a couple people on my mailing list. I scraped things together. So I was like, I need a newsletter. So I just managed like to create a very bare bones newsletter, just a welcome thingy. And it's very nice for people to just write back and tell me like, right now it's not the right time, or give feedback and just tell me your work is nice. I will get back to you if I have work. So I'm just like in this whole different area of doing business. So it's really, really interesting. And right now, this morning, I did a couple follow-ups, but I realized most of the people have left for Eastern. So it was like, yeah, duh. Should have thought about this.
Well, it's only Monday, right? We still have until at least Thursday before it starts. Well, yeah, I would think, but maybe people have more vacation than I do.
True. I've had like a couple replies, like automated replies. So I'm gone this week. Please write me back next week, or I will get back to you. Stuff like this.
Right. So you're entering the stage of your career where you're growing your network. This is very exciting.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So what kind of changes or aha moments did you experience during the bootcamp?
Most of the biggest thing was like how I was thinking that my little just start at the beginning. I always thought that my experience was too little, and I was like, I cannot approach these people. It's like I put them on this pedestal, like, oh my god, this is Elle magazine, this is Cosmopolitan, oh my god, these people, and I realized they are just normal people. And I have to like get past this barrier of thinking I'm too little, or I can't do this, or I have no experience. I worked hard to be here, so
you did.
So this was like the biggest aha moment. And the first like 5 or 6 emails that I've sent, I pressed send and I did it like this, and it felt like my heart was racing. But then after the 10th email, I was like, okay, this is not so bad. We can do this.
It gets easier, doesn't it?
Sure.
But yeah, absolutely. Like when looking at your portfolio, like you're only starting to gather your professional experience, but you still have experience, right? You've been drawing for years and years, and that's something that we can all remember. That counts. It counts as experience as well.
Absolutely.
And the people from the big companies, they're also just normal people. And when we talk to them as if they're in such a pedestal, we're actually creating a barrier, right? We're not talking to them like they're real people, and that prevents like creating a good relationship.
And the way you approach them is different. It's like, please do me the favor of recognizing me, versus maybe have a problem and I can be the solution. And this was like a very big mind shift in my mind, because I was like, oh, the imposter syndrome is really big with me.
Absolutely. I mean, they need us as illustrators, or they wouldn't be hiring any illustrators. They need a
Absolutely.
service. All right. So that being said, would you recommend the bootcamp to an aspiring illustrator?
Absolutely, without hesitation. I really, it's like the perfect package, like absolutely like made for me in this very moment. So I'm so glad that I took it, and it was just like, it was like a one-on-one thing, like a paid for mentor basically. And this is why I would just really recommend it to anyone. Like people who are just starting, I guess the first level is crafted as wonderfully as a second. So if people want to start, just go ham.
In terms of the value, do you feel like you got enough for your money?
Absolutely, it exceeded everything. I know that with all this stuff that you put on the website and you gave us, I will be using this for the next couple of years. I know that, like the budgeting sheet or things that I will be going back for the next part of my career. So this is like more than I ever thought I would get.
Well, I'm really glad that you enjoyed it. So lastly, can you tell us where we can find you online, your website, your social media, all the links?
Yeah, sure. My website is just annakalecinski.com, and you can find me on Awake on Instagram.
Okay, I will put all these links in the description.
Awesome.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Anna.